Today, I want to talk about something called consistency and how it's so underrated as a tool to reach or achieve something that you plan to achieve. Consistency is one of the most unspoken about or underutilized method to achieve your goals. You see, when I first started on self development, there are so many ways to go about on how you should do the things, what you should do, how, what, why you should do, and that's all great. But when it comes to daily actions, do you find it hard to even continue? Do you find it hard to stick to doing the activities, doing the habits? For me, it was really, really tough. I found it really, really tough to stick to the actions daily. And that is where I came across or heard about the power of consistency. How consistency comes about and helps you on your journey to achieve your goals is knowing the fact that you can miss a day, but you can't miss 2 days in a row. You see, the whole thing about consistency is you can miss a day from not going to the gym, not eating healthy. But the thing about consistency is making sure you get back on track. That if you unlock that superpower of getting back on track whenever you feel or whenever you get out of rails with your running, your gym, your eating, the superpower to get back on track is what is called consistency. That far outweighs everything else where you're just going through the motions and you're just hating yourself doing it every single day. Consistency means showing up even when you don't feel like doing it as well. Showing up when you don't feel like doing it, and even it was such a shitty workout, even though it was such a shitty run, you still do it because you are being consistent with your habits. You are being consistent with your actions, and it is congruent with the person who you want to become. How I use consistency is I try not to miss 2 days in a row. I try not to miss 2 days in a row. Whenever I feel like shit on a day I do not want to go to the gym, I go for a walk at night. If I don't go to the gym in the morning when I plan to, I would go for a walk at night or a short run. Because it's not about doing because it's not about winning every single day. It's about winning enough times that you get to your achievements. It's about winning enough times that you still reach the angle or where you wanted to go. That is why consistency is so powerful. Consistency compounds. Your consistent efforts in the gym compounds. It doesn't mean you have to go to the gym every single day, but as long as you go to the gym consistently over a long period of time, that is where it really matters, because that is where your actions are compounded. In my scenario, I'm still in school, and how I use consistency to my advantage is whenever I feel lazy, I just do work for 5 minutes. When I feel lazy, I just open my computer, open the tabs that I need to open the Excel sheets that I need to open, and just look at the screens. Yeah, I just look at the screen and I just blank out for like 10 minutes or so. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a perfect student. I just open the screens and just look at it. But after a while, it gets me into the routine of doing work. And so I found it a little bit easier where I put in consistent work. Even though I'm not doing much, I'm just opening the tabs. I already have that screen open, and if I do work, that's good. But if I don't do work, at least I put my mindset in a habit where I show up every single day. For the gym, sometimes I miss one day. Life gets busy. I miss the gym in the morning. I wake up late sometimes. I'm human. I go for a walk at night. I go for a run. Running. Sometimes I miss out a weekend of running, or miss out a few days of running in the week. I go to the gym downstairs in my apartment and then just walk on a treadmill for 15 minutes. And that's enough. So the thing that is really important to take note of here is, even if you don't feel like it, even if you don't feel like doing it, please take the smallest actions that you can and do it. Take the smallest action, like putting on your shoes to go for a run, opening up your laptop and opening up the tabs on your laptop for your assignment, going to the gym. You can substitute that with walking at night. So it's really important. Consistency. Not a lot of people talk about consistency because it's not sexy, right? Consistency is not that magic pill that people always talk about. Do this, do that, and then you will get to where you want to go. But the real beauty is doing the work every single day, no matter how you feel, no matter how small the task is. Consistency compounds because it trains yourself. You train yourself to do the habit every single day. You train yourself to do the habit every single day, and you train yourself to say, no, I'm not quitting. I'm just doing a little bit, putting one foot in front of the other to make sure I get towards what I want to achieve. So if you feel stuck, or you feel like I'm so lazy, if you feel like you're so lazy to do something, you're so lazy to do to go for a run, to do your work, take the smallest action you can and do it. Even if it's not perfect, even if it's nothing much, just take the small step forward, because that small step forward still brings you forward, right? And I think that's so much more important than getting every single day right. It's not about getting every single day right, but it's about getting it right every single time. It's about getting it right every single time. So I hope this message of consistency helps you to understand you don't have to win every single day, but you just have to put in the work every single day. You don't have to win every single day, but you have to put in the work every single day. No matter how small the action is, no matter how small the task is. I hope you apply this into your life, into whatever you want to achieve. Because it's so powerful. Somebody who does the action more consistently over a longer period of time beats anybody who just sprints for the first few months and then does not do it after a long period of time. You will ultimately win because you are putting in the steps every single day. So I hope this video helps. I hope you apply it. I hope you learn something. See you in the next one.